Have you ever found yourself lying in bed at night, wide awake, watching the clock tick closer to morning while your mind races? Or maybe you drift off easily, but wake up at 3 a.m. and can't seem to fall back asleep. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. So many of us over 65 struggle with sleep, and it's frustrating, isn't it? You start wondering, is this just part of getting older? Well, here's the good news. It doesn't have to be. Today, we're talking about how to optimize your sleep after 65. Simple, practical tips to help you get the rest you deserve. And trust me, by the end of this series, you'll have a whole new toolbox to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Let's get started. First, let's talk about why sleep changes as we age. Our bodies produce less melatonin. That's the hormone that tells us it's time to wind down. And we often spend less time in deep sleep. But here's the thing. While some changes are natural, tossing and turning every night isn't something you just have to live with. Small tweaks to your daily routine can make a world of difference. Over the next few parts, we'll cover 6 tips to help you reclaim your nights. Today, we'll focus on the first 3, starting with something you've probably heard before, but might not be taking full advantage of. Tip number 1, create a bedtime routine that actually works for you. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've tried routines before. But hear me out. This isn't about rigid rules. It's about signals to your body. Think of it like training a puppy. If you do the same calming activities every night, your brain learns, oh, it's time to power down. For my neighbor Margaret, that means reading a chapter of her mystery novel, nothing too suspenseful, and sipping chamomile tea. For my friend Carl, it's 10 minutes of gentle stretching. The key is consistency. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Yes, even on weekends. I know sleeping in sounds tempting, but your body thrives on rhythm. Now, tip number 2, be mindful of light, both during the day and at night. Light is like a remote control for your sleep-wake cycle. In the morning, open those curtains. Let natural light flood in. If it's gloomy out, try a happy light. Those sunrise lamps work wonders. But here's the flip side. In the evening, dim the lights and put away screens an hour before bed. That blue light from your phone or TV, it tricks your brain into thinking it's midday. My brother-in-law, Frank, swears by his no screens after 8 p.m. rule. Instead, he listens to old radio shows or works on his model trains. And guess what? He's sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Tip 3, rethink what and when you eat and drink. A heavy meal right before bed? That's like asking your body to run a marathon while it's trying to rest. Try to finish dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. And be honest, are you still having that after-dinner coffee? Switch to decaf after noon, or better yet, try a caffeine-free herbal tea. Peppermint, ginger, or my personal favorite, rooibos. Oh, and alcohol? I know a nightcap might make you drowsy, but it actually disrupts your sleep later. If you're hungry before bed, keep it light. A slice of toast with almond butter, a handful of cherries, they've got natural melatonin, or a banana. And don't forget to stay hydrated earlier in the day. Dehydration can wake you up with cramps or dry mouth. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to-bedtime ritual? Do you have a favorite herbal tea or trick that's helped you unwind? Share it in the comments below. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss the next part. We've only just scratched the surface, and I can't wait to share more with you. Because here's the truth. You deserve to wake up feeling rested, energized, and ready to enjoy your day. And with a few adjustments, you absolutely can. Until next time, remember, better sleep isn't a luxury. It's a gift you give yourself. Sweet dreams, my friend. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting weights, unless that's your thing. The goal here is gentle, consistent movement, a morning walk, some Tai Chi in the park, even gardening. My friend Edna swears by her daily dance breaks. She puts on her favorite big band records and sways around the living room for 10 minutes. The key is to get your blood flowing and your muscles engaged. But here's the catch. Try to finish any vigorous activity at least 3 hours before bed. Otherwise, you might rev up your body when it's trying to wind down. Think of it like a campfire. You want those embers to fade naturally, not get stoked right before bedtime. And don't underestimate the power of sunlight. When you get outside during the day, especially in the morning, it reinforces your body's natural rhythm. Even on cloudy days, that natural light tells your brain, hey, it's daytime, let's stay alert. So pair your movement with a little fresh air. Take your coffee on the porch, deadhead those roses, or just sit by a window and soak it in. Every bit helps. Now, let's talk about tip number 5. Turn your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary. Think about it. This room should have one job, helping you rest. But too often, it becomes a catch-all for distractions. That pile of laundry in the corner, the blaring TV, the thermostat set to Arctic mode, all of that can sabotage your sleep without you even realizing it. Start with the basics. Is your mattress supportive? If you're waking up with aches, maybe it's time for a new one or a memory foam topper. Next, check the temperature. Most of us sleep best in a slightly cool room, around 65 to 68 degrees. And noise? If traffic or a snoring partner keeps you up, try a white noise machine or a fan. My cousin Lorraine uses a small tabletop fan. She says the trickling water reminds her of camping trips as a kid. Oh! And let's talk about light again. Blackout curtains are a game changer, especially if streetlights peek from the windows. If those aren't an option, try a soft sleep mask. The goal is to make the space feel like a cozy place. Little touches matter, too. Fresh sheets, pillow spray with lavender. It's all about creating sensory cues and relax. And here's a pro tip. If you've been lying awake for more than 20 minutes, get up, go to another room, and do something calming until you feel sleepy. Train your brain to associate the bed with rest, not frustration. My neighbor Ray keeps a jigsaw puzzle in the den for those nights when his mind won't quit. By the time he's placed a few pieces, he's usually ready to try sleeping again. Now, I'd love to hear, what's your favorite way to unwind during the day? Do you have a sleep sanctuary hack that's worked wonders? Let's swap ideas in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this series, consider sharing it with a friend who might need better sleep. 2. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help us keep creating content that matters to you. Remember, every small change you make is a step toward deeper, sweeter sleep. You've got this. We've covered so much together, and I hope you're already feeling a little more equipped to tackle those restless nights. Now, let's dive into our final tip, one that might just be the missing piece for so many of us. Tip number 6. Quiet the mind to calm the body. Because let's face it, sometimes the biggest hurdle to sleep isn't physical. It's the worry that follows us to bed. Ever notice how the minute your head hits the pillow, your brain decides to replay every conversation from 1987? Or maybe you're fretting about tomorrow's to-do list, or that thing your granddaughter said earlier. Sound familiar? My friend Gloria calls this her midnight mental parade. But here's what she started doing. Every evening, she spends 10 minutes jotting down her thoughts in a notebook. She calls it emptying the worry bucket. Once it's on paper, her mind feels lighter. Try it. Keep a journal by your bed, not for poetry, just for clearing the clutter. Write down what's nagging you, or even a simple list of tomorrow's tasks. It's like telling your brain, I've got this handled. You can clock out now. Another trick? Breathe like you're melting. Sounds silly, but stay with me. Try the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale slowly for 8. It's like a lullaby for your nervous system. Or, if counting feels too fussy, just focus on making your exhales longer than your inhales. My neighbor Walt does this while listening to old recordings of ocean waves. He says it reminds him of his Navy days. In a good way. The point is, find what soothes you. Maybe it's a guided meditation, a prayer, or even repeating a calming phrase like, I am safe, I am relaxed. Now, let's take a step back and tie this all together. Over these 3 parts, we've talked about crafting a bedtime routine, harnessing light, tweaking your diet, moving with intention, curating your sleep space, and finally, taming those racing thoughts. But here's the secret. You don't have to do all 6 at once. Start with 1. Maybe tonight, you'll swap that evening coffee for a cup of chamomile. Or tomorrow morning, you'll throw open the curtains and let the sunshine in. Small steps add up. And if you stumble, that's okay. Progress, not perfection, is what we're after. I want to hear from you. Which tip resonated most? Have you tried something new that's working? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's build a little community of support here. And if you found this series helpful, pay it forward. Share with a friend who could use better sleep, too. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. We got so much more to explore together, from staying active to feeding your spirit as we age. However tonight unfolds, remember this. You've spent decades caring for others. Now, it's your turn to care for you. Rest isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about opening yourself up to the energy and joy that tomorrow can bring. Here's to your sweetest sleep yet, my friend. You've earned it.